Hey everyone, Mystryx here. Today we're going to go through how to jungle with Karthus. Let me know your favorite tip for Karthus in the comment section below. For runes, you want to run Dark Harvest, Cheap Shot, Eyeball Collection, Ultimate Hunter. Cheap Shot so you can deal extra damage. After you use your W, Eyeball Collection, you're going to get more eyes, more ability power as you get kills and assists from your ultimate. And Ultimate Hunter is going to reduce cooldown of your ultimate so you can use it more often. And then I like going in the sorcery tree second. I like going anywhere from Mana Flow Band for extra mana, Gathering Storm for increasing AP as the game goes on. Additionally, Transcendence for more ability haste. For the other runes, you want double Adaptive Force, so you deal more damage and you have a faster clear, and your ultimate deals more damage. And for defensive rune, you want Armor, of course, so you take less damage from jungle minions. Typically, with Karthus, I think the best thing is you want to ward this pixie bush as far as you can and try seeing if ever they come invade you onto your red side or if they come invade you on your raptors or your red. I think warding this pixie bush is going to be your best bet because you want to do a full clear. Okay, so moving on. Typically with Karthus, you want to do 2 Qs and auto. You do like throw a Q down, auto, throw a Q down, run away, throw a Q down, auto, throw a Q down, run away. That's going to be for your big camps. It's going to be for your blue, your red, and your gromp. And then lots of the other camps, you kind of just stand still for the most part and just Q it down, Q it down, Q it down with your E aura on. And if you're getting a leash, just stand still. You don't want to kite the leash because then your other person might take aggro. So I get a big leash from Yasuo. It's very thankful for that. And do the blue. Cut it out a little bit, cut it out a little bit, cut it out a little bit. And then this one, with the Gromp, you kind of just Q it and then bring it down a little bit, Q it, bring it down a little bit, Q it, bring it down a little bit. And then towards the end, see if you can kite it. Yeah, sounds pretty good. And then with the wolves, if you can, you want to get isolated damage on the big wolf as often as possible, as your E will burn down the small ones. So right here, all my Qs are trying to hit just the big wolf for the extra double damage. But you also want to kite it a little bit towards the end too. And then this coming over here around like 217, 218, that's pretty good. Come over here, throw a Q. I could just Q the small ones. And then eventually then you just Q just the big one, get the isolated damage, and have your E proccing to kill the little ones. And then once that one's dead, then with the red buff, you want to throw a Q and then kite up towards your raptor camp. Then throw that Q miss, and Q, and then kite up a little bit. But watch the patience meter, and then kind of turn your E on and Q and kite down, Q and kite down, Q and kite down, throw some autos in, Q and kite down, Q and kite down. And then you should be able to kite to the next camp, kite, kite, kite. And then this one, you want this first Q to get isolated damage and hit the big Krug. And then you want all your Qs to hit the big Krug and isolated damage. That's 3 isolated. That one I think was isolated, and that one's definitely isolated. And then you try grouping up these 3 together and Q in the middle of them, and Q in the middle of them, and E. You can toggle your E on and toggle your E off, and then just E and get down all the small ones, and then around like 313, 314, clear, come over. I looked and I saw that Rel had very little HP, and Jinx was low, but Rel was extremely low. I didn't know if Rel was going to go back or not. Changed it to blue vision, walked into the river, and I was just planning on seeing if I can go around and go get a kill, whether it's 1 kill or if I can find the Rel 2. So I immediately flashed the wall, super aggressive. I saw she was there, and she needs to just back away to the next tower, but she decides to go in. She gets a shield, but we kill her, E and Q, and then we dive Jinx 1 versus 3. And we get a kill. They do get 1 back. It's turret slaying though, luckily. Then when you're done, go and grab a Scuttle Crab, reset, grab a Dark Seal, start building Leandries, grab Boots 1 if you want to, and then just start full clearing again. In between your clears is the best time to gank. It's best at the end, that way you've already done all your camps and you have nothing left to farm. Additionally, it's okay at the start if one of the top laners is super low HP and they're really pushed. That's a great time to just pick up a free kill and then go and farm afterwards. and you can always do a mid lane gank after you've done first 2 of your camps near clear, and then you go mid and gank them on a transition gank on the way to your other side. Then we full clear again from top to bottom. Now we try to gank bot lane. At the end of our clear, we check for wards. We check to see if their enemy jungler's there, and we pink it, kill the ward, and get ready to go in. As I go in, I see that there's a Silas in the reeds. I am afraid he's gonna kill me, so I run away to the top left, but it also would have been good just to go join the fight and then go burn down the enemy Jinx as quickly as possible. That would have been better in hindsight. So we're fighting, and luckily my team kills Jinx before I get there. We want to reset, purchase, and go full clear again from top to bottom, especially with our blue buff spawning. As we do that, our mid laner dies, so we want to hold the wave. Here, I want to gank their mid laner. I should build 1v1 him, or TF and I can 2v1 him with Twisted Fate ultimate, but my bot lane says they want to go in on bot lane, so they're asking for a Karthus ult, so I give them a Karthus ult, help them secure a kill. Twisted Fate does port mid, he gold cards, we chase after him, we force Yone's flash, which is great. Yone's super low, so he's going to blue pill. I help push the wave, not too much, and I'm not trying to last hit. I'm just helping them push the wave and get some pressure so Yone loses out on some minions. I can go back and farm my jungle. I choose to go take their, check to see if their raptors are up, take them if I can really fast, and then I fall back to the rest of my jungle. I was already mid, so it was pretty quick and easy to do, and anytime you take a camp from your enemy, it's almost 2 camps because you're taking one of their camps for you, and you're denying them a camp. All my jungle is up, all 6 camps, so I full clear again from top to bottom. Now I come bot lane, trying to help dive their bot laners, or push it in and take dragon, and then Yone finds me in the river. We fight it out. Most important thing when you're fighting Yone is you really want to dodge to the side, dodge that ultimate. And luckily I do here. And then we fight, just throw Qs. Obviously Qs is skill shots, sometimes it's hard, but with melee, you know they're walking towards you and into you. I flash, because I didn't want to be in melee range against Yone, and then I just keep Qing until I get the kill. Pretty cool that I 1v1 the enemy Yone. Then I ping to do dragon. After getting that kill, I see a pink ward, I clear it. We go and do it since we had bottom priority. As we're doing it, their top laner teleports to us, and I didn't want to eat a Malphite ult. Our Twisted Fate didn't come, so that's annoying. I saw enemy rel was low, so I ulted, got the kill. Your top side jungle spawn, so we want to go take advantage of that. Go top, go farm from top to bottom again. As we come here, my mid laner is pinging me, and the enemy Yone is kind of extended. I'm kind of low mana, so I shouldn't have done this, but I decided to look mid and see if I can help get a gank. As I do though, I run into Silas. He pretty much kills me by himself already, and then Yone comes in and finishes up the kill. Looks like a fight is developing around Drake, so I start heading in that direction. My ultimate just got off cooldown now, and lots of the enemies are low. I have Leandries, I'm huge, I'm coming over, 2 of the enemies are low. Silas flashes away, we go on Yone. Yone flashes away, our ADC flashes in to kill. I'm following, I want to help out. He gets the kill, Silas comes in. I just try staying in between Silas and ADC. I can't get in there fast enough though. Pick up the kill on Silas, Malphite comes over, so that's gonna be huge. And then we can watch me finish off and get the Qs and kill him. That one barely misses, and this one gets it, and then the Leandries burns him down. As I respawn, you can see all 6 of my camps are up, Scuttle Crab might still be up, and the Rift Herald. If Rift Herald is up and my full jungle, I typically prioritize the full jungle. It is also after 14 minutes, so there's no plate, so Rift Herald is less valuable. So we're gonna full clear. I still have 1 jungle camp left, so I go and farm that. It didn't seem like there was much else to do on the map. While farming it, I see that Jinx is bottom. If she pushes in too far, I'll try 1v1 her, and I should be able to kill her. If she backs off, I'll farm the wave. Now, here I was conflicted. I know that my team needed my ult now, and I know I wanted to ult, but I had enough money to back and buy Demonic Embrace in addition to the Leandries, so I thought that's going to deal even more damage. In hindsight, it would probably be best ult now and just help my team get the kills as early as possible. But I do decide to go back first, and then I channel my ultimate with Demonic Embrace, which just does so much damage. Pick up the kill on Silas, and then get the other 2, the last 2 very low. Hopefully we can pick up the kill on Jinx. Awesome. Our topside jungle is starting to spawn, so farm those. We can also check scuttle if we want. I wanted to get a really nice sequence on my top to bottom farm. Dragon is going to spawn soon, so we want to start walking towards the dragon. Just grab the farm as fast as I can, see if we can burn dragon before they get there. You kind of just want to like look at how they're playing. Malphite looked like he was playing scared, so I thought we'd be able to either harass him or take the Drake. We got the Drake now, so there's no point in fighting. Even though we got the Drake, it looks like our Varus is out of position, he's overextended, we don't have good vision control in the river, and Malphite is there next to him. Malphite can ult on top of him if Malphite has ult, and should be able to kill him. I'm trying to shadow, see if I need to. I think that Malphite's about to go in and there's about to be a big fight. So I throw my ultimate down in anticipation, but it was too early of an ultimate. And this was a really bad use of my ultimate. And what do they do after I use my ultimate and get a lot of them though? They just back off and retreat. So here, we already got dragon. There's no point staying and fighting. If we can force a fight right now, after I got an ult on 5 people, that's a good thing. Otherwise, they're just going to heal it up. So there's no point staying. We don't have a Karthus ult anymore, so they should back off. I retreat to my jungle and farm, and unfortunately they get caught. Silas took my Karthus ult, and they're using it, and they're fighting like a enemy team has 5 people, and we have 3, so of course we're getting destroyed. I try to come in there, see if I can throw a slowdown, see if I can help them, pick up a kill, but I don't want to fight this. TF going in with this gold card. I don't know what he's doing. Just trying to kite back. I happened to get one. I'm stoked about that. Pick up the farm, and then you can see my topside jungle's up along with the blue buff. So time to go back and go pick that up. It's good to blue pill. We can shop. I think Magi's would be a good purchase. Yeah, I ended up picking up Magi's. Magi's really good on Karthus because you can just use your ult from a safe distance, and you can get kills and assists with it and start stacking that up safely. Additionally, I saw that one of the enemies was low, the Yone was low, and our team was fighting, so I threw out my ultimate. With it being after 20 minutes, dragon not up. Now it's time that I should blue pill if I have a lot of money to spend, and we should group, and we should start denying vision around Baron and starting to ward the enemy red side jungle to see if they are going to try contesting us, and we should just force Baron. Our team is really deep inside the enemy jungle. They're overextended and they don't have enough ward coverage to see the enemies and to prevent them from initiating on them, especially with something as good as like a Malphite initiate into a rel. So unfortunately our team gets caught. My ultimate's not up yet. It's 3/4 of the way up, but not fully up yet. And I can start walking. If someone else was next to me, just one other person, doesn't matter if it's a support, if it's a mid laner, top laner, ADC, we could probably 2-person the Baron. Either swap tanking, or I could try tanking, or anything. We could probably take it, but I can't solo the Baron. During this time, I really don't think I'm going to be able to reach them in time, so I just decide to get the farm I can, push out mid, and check their jungle, see if I can find any of the jungle minions up, and see if I can find these jungle minions up. As I'm finishing clearing these jungle monsters, I look to the top. There's a wave for me to push. I take that farm, push that wave, and then you can actually see at the top of my minimap, my jungle started to respawn. So again, there's no dragon up. We're still kind of grouping. So there's some dead time. I'm waiting for my team to respawn. Our set's blue pilling. It's a great time to just go and pick up some farm. So always during dead time, no neutral objectives that are being contested. Farm that, and then dragon's up to spawn soon. So as I'm farming this, I'm trying to farm this last camp, and they'll go help secure Scuttle Crab, and they'll go help set up vision. As I come here, we get into a fight. I'm trying to watch slowly to see if they need my ult. There's 2 different main ways to play Karthus. One is you kind of play like a kamikaze. You can flash in, you can get in the middle of all of them, turn your E on. If you have Zhonya's or stopwatch, pop that. And when that runs out, or if you don't have it, then you die. While you're dead, you let your E just shred all the enemies with your Leandries and Demonic Embrace. And you just do tons of damage, and then you pop your ult and you kill everything. Another one is if you're trying to go the Magi's Soul Stealer stacks, you don't want to die, so you kind of see if you can stay a little bit far away from the start of a fight. You ult at the start of a fight or right before a fight starts, and then you start poking them from the edges with your W and Q. And if they get too close, then you shred them with your E-burn. So That's what I'm trying to do in this fight. I'm trying to watch. I saw the fight was just starting, so I popped my ultimate. It does a lot of damage, and especially to the squishies too. Jinx in the back, she got super low. And then also Yone, I forced out Silas's stopwatch already at an inconvenient time for him. He negated a lot of damage, so that's good on his part, but I did a lot. I just rounded a little bit to see how much damage it did. That was like 1,000 damage to Jinx. Malphite misses his ultimate on the ADC and I here, which is very convenient. I also want to slow it down just a little bit more. Rewatch that. Yeah, so it looks like the fight's starting in. Right now, it's really intimidating. It looks like we're losing the fight, but I got a good ult off. I'm going to try poking with Q, get a good W down. Hopefully don't get hit by the Malphite ult. Very lucky. And then, yeah, just poke him down. Looks like our Yasuo is doing really well in there. It probably helped that I got a lot of them really low. And we just finish off. After that, we turn to the dragon. We won the fight. We lost one person, we killed 4 enemies, and we forced their support rail back. So, take the Drake. I saw there was some free farm on this bottom lane, pushed out the lane. Blue was about to spawn, rotating into their blue. A little bit dangerous. If you have rewards, throw those down. And I thought while everyone's mid, I could push this down and maybe throw small attacks on the turret and see if I can get it down. I don't have my ultimate yet. I'm not looking to fight. And their Gromp's up. If I can sneak that away, that's going to be great, but I don't want to die for it. So as I'm taking their last jungle monster on their blue side, I see they are all going to Baron. I want to stop them. I don't know if we can stop them with just 2 men, but I'll have my ultimate soon. I'm level 16. It should be a lot of damage. I do want TF to poke them with wild cards. It's okay if they get Baron, it's not great, but if we can stop them and do some damage, I just hit level 16, big power spike, my ult is coming down off cooldown in just a couple seconds. We should be able to pick off a couple here, and my ult can prevent them from going back. So I back away a little bit to make sure I don't get knocked up, and then I start channeling it. It is going to do a lot of damage to them, and it'll make so they can't back for a little bit. If Twisted Fate can use his ultimate, we can see who's low. I get a kill on 1. He goes on the isolated ADC, that was super low. I run in there with my W. We got 2 picks. And this is after they got Baron. I can't quite finish off Rel, but we killed 3 of them after they got Baron. You'll notice here that, yeah, lots of their red side jungles up, all my blue side's jungle up, 2 of my red camps are up, and my red buff is going to spawn very soon. The Skull Crab is spawning, and yes, as a Karthus jungler, that makes me excited. I just want to go farm every single camp and just watch those CS numbers get really high and have so much gold. But it's really important to group with your team at certain objectives, whether that's dragons, barons, pushing, taking turrets, taking inhibitors when it's a good time. And after you get picks on the enemies and you have a numbers advantage, that's a great time to group together and push. So we are going to push mid and take that middle inhibitor and middle turret. 3 of the enemies are down. It's really easy. With taking the inhibitor, they're going to have constant pressure on them. There's no need to stay. We could try going for 1 more turret, but they're about to spawn. We don't have Twisted Fate with us. I know he has teleport, but it's just smarter just to push another lane, a different lane, maybe split push with Yasuo top, maybe fall back and do a little bit of jungling, regrouping, resetting, shopping. We just killed 3 of them. It's going to give us a lot of gold influx. So I'm just falling back for now. Going to resort to farming for a little bit. Meanwhile, it looks like our team is fighting on the right side. They're fighting Yone. Twisted Fate looks like he was thinking about going in, but he decided not to. Enemy side had Twisted Fate ultimate, so they collapsed on our ADC that overextended. Now we don't have numbers disadvantage. I need to wait for my team. While you're waiting for your team, that's downtime, so that's a great time just to farm. I do see there is a side lane that is extended, and I can farm that out. I am trying to get that. Our team is fighting. I don't have ultimate, so this could be a really bad fight for us. Dragon spawning in about 20 seconds, so I think we want to be looking for that. And when I don't have my ultimate, we really shouldn't be fighting. We came out ahead on those fights, so that's really convenient. In a 2-for-1, we should definitely be looking for the Drake and pushing out some of the side lanes carefully, though. We don't want to get picked. So lots of them are doing the pushing. I'm going to start the Drake up. I can farm it really fast. Baron spawning. Unfortunately, we only have one control ward here, and we have no wards in the red side, or else I'm doing a good job cleaning those up. So ahead of time, we should have been warding their jungle better and defending those wards. That's the key to getting Baron. We're starting up the Baron. Enemy Silas used our TF ultimate. Malphite ults in. I got hit by the Malphite ultimate. That was unfortunate. I do have my Eon now, and I'm in the middle of 3 of them. Rel's coming in. I pop Zanya's. I don't want to take any more damage, which I'm pretty sure I negated that Jinx ultimate, and I'm just doing AoE shred with everything. And I haven't even ulted yet. And I think just with my E and my Qs, I think we can just kill everything. I'm trying to kite away a little bit, kite away. And this one, I don't want to go for the fight. I might give her an additional reset. I think the rest of my team can handle it. I can channel my ult if we need, but I'm pretty sure he's dead. And now we could do Baron, but we have 5 enemies dead for 35 seconds, 3 of us alive. We just push as fast as we can down the middle, and we just try ending. And Malphite just spawns, and we end just in time. Looking at the end of game stats, we ended the game 12, 2, and 13. 25 kills and assists out of 34 with 2 deaths and 25 stack Machi's. And that's always fun to look at the damage as Karthus. Karthus typically has the highest damage in like a 25 minute or longer game. The reason being is his ult just hits 5 enemies, so it's dealing like 5 times damage. And you just do that every 2 to 3 minutes, every 2 to 4 minutes, right before like a good team fight. But it's still just fun to look at how much more damage you do. Like I doubled Jinx's damage, more than doubled Jinx's damage. And same with Twisted Fate. Thumbs up if you liked the video. Let me know if you have any questions. And if you'd like to see more jungle content like this, please subscribe. And lastly, I live stream League of Legends jungling, so feel free to follow me on Twitch.